Hey guys, I just got home from work and ow, not happy today. Today's supposed to be arm day. I'm gonna try to figure out how to manage that. Um, I was thinking about some ideas about videos, and this weekend is gonna be awesome. It's a 3-day weekend because it's Easter, so I get Good Friday off because my company had a couple choices as to what they could give us for. Let me put socks on. A couple ideas of what days to give us off, and instead of Easter Monday, they gave us Good Friday. I don't know. I think they should just give us both. But it's all good. But one of the concepts. Oh, my new camcorder came in, so I've got to play with that. So we're gonna have fun with that. Hopefully it'll be fun. Yeah, I'm not the most technical guy in the person, or not the most technical person in the world. I'm going to have to do a lot of reading and then a lot of trying to figure it out. But it does come with a clicker. I like that idea. So I can start it up and walk in. I think that would be fun. That's not what we're going to be talking about. I want to tell you a funny story. This one's good. I know I'm like a little kid. So it's long, but I'm going to try to make it short. I went on an interview in a place outside of Wichita, Kansas. And it was one of my former bosses that decided to help me with one of his friends who was a quality manager at a facility outside of Wichita. So I fly in, meet the guy. Oh my God, if I had to work with him, there would have been like machetes. It would have been bad. The guy would just, so I'm trying to answer questions, and I was answering them in a way that he didn't like. So he stopped me and then told me what to say. And the HR lady's looking at him like, what the hell is wrong with you? I wound up not taking the job. They offered me like 80 grand to work at this factory, and it would have been a fine job. My boss, I probably would have found ways to not deal with him. But my ex-husband was not a fan of the idea of Wichita, Kansas. And when I was walking around, it was 100% humidity. It was 90 some degrees out. It was really bad. I was just like, wow, really cool city. But I'm like, no, this ain't gonna work. So fast forward a couple more years, and a recruiter called me, and they said, hey, we have this position. I said, oh, I've already applied with them, and I turned them down. He says, well, let me see what they have to say. And the HR lady was like, oh my God, is he really willing to talk to us? He calls me back and he's like, I don't know what you did with these people, but they want to see you. So once again, I get on the plane and fly into Wichita. As I sit down, and there's this nice traveling nurse that sits down next to me, and she's rather nervous, and she says, I don't like flying. She says, I hear we're going to have some weather. I said, we'll be fine. They built these. They over-engineer aircraft. So we get up in the air, and we're just sitting there, minding our own business, and all of a sudden we go, and I'm like, and she goes, oh shit. I said, hey, you ever watch The Big Bang Theory? She goes, yeah. Do you remember? And I went into monologues of The Big Bang Theory as we're shaking and the plane is making noises, and we would just laugh, and then we'd stop and just kind of coast for a bit because there was nothing happening, and then all of a sudden it'd go and it was like, oh. And then there was this one episode. I'm telling you this because as we're talking and we're going back and forth with the episodes we liked and the things we remembered out of them, I'm listening, and there are people laughing around us, and I'm like, what are they laughing at? They were laughing at us. They were laughing at our stories. So here we are telling Big Bang Theory monologue back and forth, and we were actually helping everyone around us when something bad would happen to just get out of their heads for a second and listen to this stupid show. It's a great show, but listen to this stupid monologue from this stupid show that was something that they could relate to and was funny. in a way that they didn't have to think about the fact that they were in a tin can flying through space. So when we got to the end of the whole thing, and I said, "So how was your flight?" And she looks at me and just laughs, and she goes, "That was the best flight ever." I had so much fun. Thank you for making that enjoyable. And I'm like, we were all in the same boat. I just tried to make it as funny as possible so that you would be okay, and I'm glad that you're okay. She goes, "I am perfectly fine. I think I've gotten over a little bit of my fear." And I'm like, "That's awesome." And of course, all the people around us are like just still snickering about some of the stuff we had talked about. So it was nice. I get down on the ground, drive. There's vans tipped over alongside the highway because the storm that had gone through. And then I get to the plant, and I walk into this room full of like a dozen or more people who all introduce themselves to me. And this is how they introduce themselves. They're like, "You're AJ." I'm not going to say my whole name. "Oh my God, you're AJ. My name is such and such, and I got my promotion because you turned down that job." I'm like, "Okay, congratulations on the promotion." The next guy goes, "And because he took that job, I got a promotion. I got his job. Thank you." And it went around the room. Because of me, everyone in that room got a promotion. That was really weird. It was awesome. I just sat there like, well, congratulations everyone on, me saying no, making your lives better. That was really, oh my God, it was just something else. So then they took me on a tour of the plant. They said, "You'll know most of this." So we could start walking, and I'm like, this doesn't feel familiar at all. And the guy's like, "You're looking confused." I said, "I don't remember any of this." He said, "Yeah, we had an F5 go through, and it took out this whole section of the industrial complex, and we had to rebuild." I'm like, "What? What?" I don't like this concept. That was dreadful. I was just sat there like, why? I don't want to live somewhere where there's tornadoes so big they take out multiple acre factories. And it just was like, and then they offered me less money. That was a topper. I was like, what? I ain't taking less than what you offered before. And I wasn't really willing to argue over it. So yeah, got back on the plane, flew back to, where was I at the time? I was in sunny Indiana. And I was like, not a hope in hell. And of course my ex was like, "So how was your trip?" And I said, "Oh my God, this is what happened." He says, "I'm not moving there." I said, "I'm not moving there either." No way in hell. I got another story, but it's going to be for another time. And it's about personality and intelligence testing for a job that was like, but we'll save that one. And I can't wait to use this new camera as soon as I figure it out. If anybody out there is good with IT, I might need your help. I love you guys. I love you, dude. We will talk to you soon.